St. Peter's is a 478-bed acute care teaching hospital. We're really known for our maternal fetal medicine programs. We give birth to over 5,600 babies a year.
St. Peter's, we are a nonprofit organization. We are a very high-risk maternity hospital also.
So it's very important to them to be able to work with pediatric patients, with children, with parents of children, to make sure that their experience at the hospital is as positive a one as possible.
When I walk in the door, I definitely have a battle-ready mindset because each day presents new challenges that we have to overcome. We perform blood work, and to the average person, blood work just means getting your blood drawn and sending it off to the laboratory. Not a lot of people are aware of what happens to that sample once it's collected and once it's delivered to our laboratory. We are responsible for pre-analytical, analytical, and post-analytical handling of that sample. We always like to say that the stat is 70% of all medical decisions are based off of a laboratory result. So that puts a lot of pressure on me and my staff to make sure that the results that we're releasing are accurate. So this is one of our VITROS XT7600 analyzers. Before we had this analyzer, we had 5 analyzers in the same space. So as you can imagine, the footprint was pretty massive.
VITROS systems are a perfect fit for St. Peter's. They have challenges around water consumption, water pressure.
We were very congested, of course. We had no space to maneuver, or workspace also was very limited. Maintenance was horrendous. The machines would be down for like 2 hours at a time.
So when evaluating new vendors to move forward for a new project, it was important to consider what we had used in the past to see if it's a viable option for the future. The QuidelOrtho system really reduces the amount of manual, hands-on labor time spent on the instruments. So whereas before we were spending upwards of 8 hours a day on 7 instruments, now we can complete our daily maintenance in about an hour per day. So here's where you can introduce samples through front loading. This is when we have a superstat specimen that needs to be run right away. Besides this, most samples are introduced via our automation system, which runs behind the track. Samples run up and down this pathway and get sampled on either the chemistry side or the immunoassay side of the analyzer. So my laboratory staff, to them, it makes their job easier at the end of the day. They don't have to worry as much about the analyzers. They can focus on getting those quality results and taking care of the patient. The XT slides are probably one of our favorite features about the VITROS. It allows the instruments to measure 2 different analytes on one single slide.
It speeds up the whole testing process, and also tech time, so it saves a lot of tech time.
And for a laboratory that runs about 1.5 million chemistry tests a year, having this 2 technologies, 2 assays on one slide was crucial for us in maintaining throughput and meeting our turnaround times.
It changes the dynamic of what you need for now to what you also need for the future in terms of the capacity of the analyzer and the throughput of the analyzer, so that we can get those results out to the clinician faster than anybody else.
When it comes to water in the laboratory, most systems are a wet chemical analysis system. The dry chemistry system with VITROS is a dry chemistry system that doesn't require any water for their analysis.
The change to Waterless for St. Peter's was a significant change, not only in the fact that their water system took up almost an entire room in their laboratory from a space perspective, but they're also on the 6th floor, so they have water pressure issues, they have water contamination issues.
So using a waterless system also allows us to be prepared in the case of a natural disaster. We would still be able to run chemistry testing, which is not the case for wet chemical systems. So being able to provide those testings in times of need is a really important part of serving our community.
Six Sigma is a project we launched with St. Peter's and a couple of other customers. We're able at QuidelOrtho to receive quality control data through our e-connected analyzers, and we're able to actually crunch those numbers to provide a Six Sigma rating for that individual hospital.
We looked at a handful of assays and we made modifications to our operations. After making those modifications, 4 out of the 5 assays we looked at improved by at least 1 Sigma metric.
It's a total tool for his competitive attitude. In fact, we've recently done workshops with him where he will tease the other participants of the workshop as to what level or percentage of Sigma ratings that he has in his lab versus what they have in theirs.
Being able to have trust in a system means that no matter what's happening on the outside, at the end of the day, we're still going to be able to produce reliable and consistent results.
My experience with QuidelOrtho services has been great. We can definitely depend on them.
One of the things that I really appreciate about Gilles is that he is continuously striving for improvement within his lab. He looks to data, he looks to technology, he looks to advice and knowledge from his partners in the industry to make sure that he's constantly improving the situation, the quality, the integrity of the lab results that he produces. Really is a collaborative way of working together that I appreciate very much.
I've been able to develop really good, close personal and professional relationships with many of the staff, and they've been instrumental in guiding me throughout my career and helping me become an effective laboratory leader.